Having said that, okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Courage to Caregivers. My name is Cathy, and tonight we're going to continue with our theme of collaboration. This is our recap week. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the different topics that we've explored over the last month. We began the month of November with the topic of learning to say no. It is hard to say no sometimes because it's our nature as humans to be agreeable and to want to get along and to be good team members. But saying yes all the time comes with a cost. And we can be left feeling exhausted and overwhelmed when we cater to everyone else's needs but our own. Learning to stand in our power is empowering. Recognizing what is best for us is not selfish. It's an exercise in self-care. And it's never too late to put this into practice. Next, we looked at managing perceptions, and how we perceive things has to do with how we organize and process sensory information. When we live in a constant state of stress, our physical body is also in stress mode, or as we know it better, fight or flight. Being in this fight or flight is necessary when we feel imminent danger and when we need to act quickly, but we don't want to stay there. The release of stress hormones called cortisol creates inflammation in the body when we remain in this state. Through breathing, meditation, mindful movement, and deep rest, we can change our perceptions and become calmer and more centered, allowing us to shift from that sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system and become more calm overall, thus managing our caregiving duties in a much better focused and mindful way. As mental illness is often stigmatized, we can then educate others around us by sharing our caregiving stories and changing the perceptions that someone may have about our loved ones. Caring with courage always wins. We also explored the concept of compare and despair and how often we look at someone else's life thinking that it is perfect or better than ours in so many ways, thinking that we will never measure up to these standards. Social media does its share to perpetuate these notions. In reality, we know that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Everyone suffers and everyone experiences stress of one kind or another. It's what unites us. When we begin to truly accept ourselves as we are, then we begin to accept others as they are too. And we become free of that stinking thinking, feeling that we are less than or not as good. By looking back at where we've been and seeing how far we've come, we reclaim our sense of self and personal power. In the last week, we looked at gratitude, the highest vibrational energy that we experience as human beings. It is hard to feel gratitude when we're stressed and overwhelmed. But if we can think of just a few things that we're grateful for each day, focusing on the small things, we realize that it is perfectly normal to be both stressed and grateful at the same time. We know that an attitude of gratitude can boost the immune system, can boost our mood, improves our sleep, and can decrease depression, and so much more. All of these physical changes can occur because of that attitude of gratitude. And we know that these physical changes are the big payoff of having a gratitude practice. So in summary, having a great support network to collaborate with is essential to you on your caregiving journey. You are not alone. We are better together as perfectly imperfect works in progress. So let your light shine. The world needs your light, courageous caregivers that you are. Keep shining on. So that's just a little bit of what this past month was all about. I invite you now to get ready to do a little bit of breathing and meditation. So begin to find a nice, comfortable position on your chair, perhaps taking a moment to shift your weight from one side of the chair to the other so that you're evenly balanced and your breath will flow freely. Taking those shoulders up to the ears and then letting them softly settle back down so that you're not holding any tension in that area. Placing both feet on the floor and then bringing your back body to the back of the chair so that you're nice and aligned with the chair and that you can find that tall spine and that little lift through the crown of the head as if a little thread was pulling you upward. Good. Taking a moment to place the hands on the thighs or on the knees. And then choosing to close the eyes or keeping them cast down. We begin to connect with the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the natural rhythm of your own breath as it comes and as it goes. And with each breath, beginning to allow the stress that is in your mind and in your body just start to peel away slowly like the layers of an onion, one by one by one. And then just noticing if there's any areas in the body where you might be holding tension. And if there are those areas, just begin to send the breath right there. Good. And always, as always, if there's any thoughts that try to come in, just notice them without judgment and just let them go like a little leaf on an autumn day. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. Just feeling the breath move through the body, entering through the nose, coming down into the chest, the ribs, and the belly. And on the exhale, letting that breath go from the belly, the ribs, the chest, and then back out of the nose once again. Good. Beautiful. We're going to visit again the sun breath. So we'll allow the arms to float up overhead, bringing the arms all the way up till we press the palms together as we inhale. And as we exhale, bringing the hands down to the heart center and just resting your thumbs right there for a breath or two. Good. Inhaling, bringing those arms up overhead once again. And exhaling, bringing the hands to the heart. Beautiful. Let's do this a few times on our own, really allowing that breath to flow freely, inhaling as we lift the arms and exhale as we bring the hands back down to the heart. Beautiful. Good. Good job, everyone. One more time, arms come up. And then we'll exhale, hands to the heart. And then finally bringing those hands down to the thighs again. We're going to revisit the smiling breath. So from here, we'll just inhale as we lift the gaze. And then exhale as we take the chin down to the chest. And then as we inhale again to center, bring your lips into a smile, smiling from ear to ear. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling in, we lift the gaze. Exhaling, we drop the chin down. And then inhaling once again, we allow a smile to come across the lips. Good, beautiful. Let's do this a few times, but do it on your own. I'm not going to talk. You can go ahead and do this yourself. Good job, everybody. The last breathing practice we're going to do today is the alternate nostril breathing. This is when we're breathing out of one nostril and then the other. And this helps us to integrate both the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So we're going to be using the ring finger and the thumb. Let's just practice breathing in and out of one nostril at a time before we do the alternate. So let's take the ring finger to the left nostril and just practice breathing in and out of the right. Very good. We're going to take the thumb now to the right nostril. The left nostril is open, and we'll practice breathing in and out of just the left. Good. So then releasing, let's get ready to do the alternate nostril breathing. Let's bring the ring finger to the left nostril. Take a breath in through the right, and then close the right nostril, breathing out of the left, breathing in through the left, closing the left, and breathing out of the right. So that is one round. We're going to do this again a couple times together, and then I'll let you explore this alternate nostril breathing on your own. So finding that ring finger again, closing left nostril, breathing in through the right. Closing right, breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Closing left, breathing out through the right. Good. We'll try that again. Closing the right, breathing in through the left. Closing the left, breathing out through the right. Breathing in through the right. Closing the right and breathing out through the left. Good. So you have the idea. I invite you to try this on your own for a few more mindful breaths. Beautiful, everyone. Now I invite you to find the rhythm of your own breath in whatever breathing practice supports you. And as you breathe in this manner, I'll go ahead and read our affirmations for tonight's practice. I am, excuse me, I am able to ask for what I need. I have community. I am not alone. I am grateful. I am not alone. I am grateful. And so just continuing to feel the breath moving through your body, nourishing every cell, every organ, every bone and joint, every muscle and tendon. Just feeling the breath reach all of those spaces, places where we might be holding tension or stress, or anything that doesn't serve us. And as we breathe, we're just going to begin to let go of those places that keep us feeling stuck and of anything that doesn't serve us in this present moment. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. And then as you are ready, begin to blink open the eyes. Good. Beautiful job, everyone. We did a lot of breathing practices in that last round. So I really appreciate your dedication to everything that you've learned and everything that you are still willing to bring into your little mindful toolbox. So that is wonderful news. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of mindful movement tonight. We're going to begin by standing. And so you might want to move your chair out of the way and come to Tadasana, mountain pose, with your feet about a hip's distance apart. Good. So feet about a hip's distance apart, arms down at your sides, nice tall spine, shoulders are back. We're just going to begin to take some natural breaths in and out of the nose. Beautiful. Strong mountain pose. And from here, we're going to begin to move the legs into a wide position. So bringing the feet so that they're parallel to one another in a wide-legged pose, bringing the arms out to the sides, palms facing forward, fingertips spread wide. Good. Star pose. Feel the shoulder blades connect at the back body. Feel the heart open, the chest opens. Feel your strength as you support your body with your strong core muscles, your glutes, your quadriceps at the front of the thighs. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out, star pose. Good. Releasing the hands, bringing the hands to the hips here. And we will begin to revisit this empowering pose, standing in your power. And just breathing in and out in this manner. Good. Feeling your strength, feeling the strength of your character and of your mind and your body. Bringing that all together, integrating that into one. And just feeling your power here. And as you're feeling your power, feeling that empowerment of having the breath be your guide here. And just feeling the breath take you to this place of strength, knowing that there is nothing that you cannot do, that you are capable of everything. So just breathing into that mindset. Good. From here, still with the feet out wide, we're going to bring the heels to face in and the toes to point away in a what we call a horse stance. So just bringing us into kind of a high squat here. And then cactusing the arms so that we're drawing those elbows in towards the body as the palms are wide and fingertips are spread. Good. And then just feeling your power in the core, in the inner core of your body. We'll take an inhale as we twist to the left. Exhale as we twist to the right. Good. Inhaling in, twist left. Exhaling out, twist right. Beautiful. Inhaling in once again, left. Exhale, twisting to the right. Let's do that 2 more times on your own. Beautiful. And then bring your hands to your hips and stand all the way up. Let's heel toe the feet back together. And we'll find ourselves in mountain pose where we began. Finding that mountain, that strong mountain deep within you. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job, everyone. We're going to return to the chair and do several more movements from there. So go ahead and bring your chair right back in. Good. And from here, we're going to take the hands together, rubbing the hands together, creating a little friction and a little heat. Good. And then gently cupping the hands over the eyes. Feel the warmth, creating a little bit of darkness here. And creating a sense of calm and inner peace. Good. Releasing the hands. We're going to concentrate on some neck and shoulder stretches. That's where we tend to carry a lot of tension. So let's bring that right arm up overhead as we take the left ear and gently tip that head to the right side. Beautiful. Breathe in and out of the whole left side of your neck. Beautiful. Releasing the hand, coming back to center. Let's take the hands, interlace the fingers, and bring the hands to the back of the skull as we take our gaze down to the floor, opening up all the vertebrae in the back of the neck, creating a little expansion and spaciousness. Good. Releasing the hands, taking your gaze up to the sky. Good. Then coming back to center. Beautiful. Let's send the left arm up overhead and taking those left fingers to the right ear, we bend the head to the left side now, opening up the right side of the neck, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Releasing that hand. Let's begin to take some circles with the head. Just finding whatever feels good to you. And knowing that if there's any tight places, just make those circles a little bit smaller. Good. Maybe going in the other direction when you're ready. Beautiful. Then coming back to center here. We're going to bring the arms out in front of us, palms facing up. And then we'll take that left arm and drape it across the body. And then we're going to take our gaze in the opposite direction. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Coming back to center, arms come straight out in front of you again. This one time we'll take that right arm across the body and take your gaze over the right shoulder. Beautiful. Coming back to center, let's bring those arms overhead, interlacing the fingers and having the palms face the sky here. Nice full body stretch in your chair. Reach, 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 reach. And then lower the arms so that they're about the height of your heart as you bring those palms out in front of you, stretching the upper arms and the shoulders. Good. Releasing the hands. We'll bring the arms behind us. Hands are interlaced, fingers interlaced. We're drawing the hands down to the floor. So Just feeling this heart opener, this chest opener. Good, beautiful job. Good. And then releasing the hands. Let's just shake the hands out for a minute. Shake, shake, shake. Good. And then placing the hands on your lap, begin to roll the shoulders up to the ears, up and then back down again. Giving a nice rotation here. And then when you're ready, moving in the opposite direction, maybe even wiggling your head a little bit from side to side as you give yourself a nice opening of the shoulders here. And then bringing the hands right to the area between the neck and shoulders, giving yourself a little massage here, getting into all those tight places. Good. Releasing, bringing the hands back down to your lap. Finding that nice tall spine once again, taking the right hand to the left knee as we inhale and lift through the crown of the head and twist over to the left. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Coming back to center, we'll take that left hand to the right knee, lift and lengthen through the crown as we inhale, exhale as we twist. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Let's bring the arms overhead for another sun breath. Pressing those palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart. While our hands are here, let's just rub them together one more time. And then cupping the hands, placing them over the eyes once again. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. I invite you to go ahead and find your comforts for tonight's rest. Maybe a pillow, maybe a blanket or two. Have your aromatherapy right there near you and choose to use your music or not. Perhaps taking a moment to lower the lights a little bit lower. Good. And then when you have everything ready, if you're sitting in your chair, just making sure that you're nice and cozy and comfortable there. If you're lying down on the floor, just stretching your legs out long. Maybe taking a full body stretch before we begin, bringing your arms overhead and really giving yourself a nice stretch from fingertips all the way down to your toes. Good. Then when you're finished, bringing the arms alongside the body. And then feeling your back body supported by the ground beneath you. Tonight, we're going to do a gratitude meditation from UC Berkeley, the Greater Good Science Center. And so I invite you to feel the body on the floor and invite you to close the eyes, finding that stillness within. As you begin to connect with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Taking a nice, slow, deep breath in to bring yourself to the present moment and begin the process of feeling more peaceful and more centered. Breathe into the belly so it expands as you breathe in and gets smaller as you breathe out. Now take a moment or two to scan your body for any areas where there might be tightness or tension or even discomfort as you breathe your warm, oxygen-filled breath into that area. As you breathe out, let the tension release, breathing it out all the way. Now notice any worries or fears or anger, irritation, jealousy, or judgment. Anything that comes up, just notice those emotions, noting them, and allowing them to flow out as you breathe out. Taking another breath in, breathing into any uncomfortable emotions, and then when you're ready, breathing out and releasing them slowly, gently, releasing them all the way out, just taking them out of the body altogether. Good. Now noticing here any thoughts of memories, plans, associations, anything other than being here, breathing. Just noticing those thoughts as you breathe into them. And as you breathe out, allowing the thoughts to flow out with the breath. Good. Now that our bodies, emotions, and thoughts are a little clearer and a little freer, a bit more spacious and open, we can begin to focus on the events, experiences, people, pets, or possessions for which we feel grateful. Focusing on this beautiful feeling of gratitude. First, recall that you already have a marvelous gift, the gift of life itself, the gift of just being alive. Noticing and remembering that someone brought you into this world and cared for you as an infant, clothed you, bathed you, taught you to speak and to understand. And then noticing the gift of hearing. Hearing so you can hear and learn about the world around you, whether it's the song of the bird, the notes of a band or an orchestra, the songs of singing and voices, the sound of my voice in this present moment, and the sound of your own breathing flowing in and flowing out. The gift of your heartbeat, steady and regular, moment after moment, pumping fresh, life-giving blood to all your organs in the body. Now think about all the things we have today that make our lives easier and more comfortable than they were for our ancestors. We flip a switch and light appears. We turn a tap and clean, drinkable water flows. We adjust a thermostat and the room grows warmer or cooler. We have a roof to keep us dry when it rains, walls to keep out the cold wind, windows to let in the light, and screens to keep out the insects. We enter a vehicle and it takes us wherever we wish to go. We have access to machines that wash our clothes, and we have clothes to wear and places to store them. There are machines that store our food just at the right temperature and help us cook it without us having to gather wood. We have indoor plumbing. We have public libraries that have thousands of books and recording, free for anyone to borrow. We have schools that can teach us to read and write, skills that were available to only the very few just a few hundred years ago are now accessible to us. Now take a moment to reflect on all of the people who have worked hard, some without knowing you at all, total strangers, to make your life easier or more pleasant. Some who plant or grow or harvest your food. Some who transport that food to market. A team of people who make the roads and railways that make it easier to transport the food. Another team to maintain those vehicles, and drivers, and those who load and unload. Those who take time to design the store, the shelves, and the packaging that keeps the food safe and allows you to find what you need. Finding gratitude for the postal service, someone who sorts the mail, others who deliver it, those who maintain the servers so you can get and send email and access the internet, those who design operations and systems for gathering, sorting, and disposing of trash and recycling, those who gather news and stories and photos, and those who create the many mechanisms by which the news can reach you. All those who play sports, create art or music, or plays, or poems or films to entertain and uplift you. Being grateful for most of these people that you have never met or barely know. And now consider your gratefulness for the people and the pets you know who enrich your life, those who smile at you and cheer you on, your family, your friends, your support system, your acquaintances, your colleagues, your peers, and those ancestors who worked so hard so that you could live well. And especially those friends and family who support you when you need a shoulder or a hand. Thinking about all of these things, and thinking especially about your loving, kind, caregiving heart, and your heart that gives and gives to all those in your care each and every day. There is so much to be grateful for in this moment. So just allowing this grateful feeling to wash over you like a waterfall from the head to your toes, feeling grateful in the body, feeling grateful in the mind, and feeling grateful with your whole spirit. I now invite you to rest. Rest. Allow yourself to enjoy the rest that you so deserve. Just simply rest.
Very gently and very slowly, begin to bring your awareness back to the body, starting to invite in a little movement, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe taking a full body stretch or giving yourself any type of movement you need in order to come back to the present moment. But do take your time. Remembering to deepen the breath, taking nice full inhales and nice long exhales. And when you're ready, just rolling to one side while I recite a few quotations from tonight's practice. This is one from Helen Keller. She says, "Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much." And another one by Lisa Oliveira. "Just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can, should, or need to do it alone." And then the last one by Paul Seurat. "Collaboration allows us to know more than we are capable of knowing by ourselves." So whenever you're ready, just pressing yourself back up to a seated position and meeting me with hands resting at the heart. Maybe closing the eyes for just a moment
and allowing that feeling of gratefulness to continue to just glow from within you, just feeling that warmth. And breathing in to that gratefulness. Good. Let's release the hands, bringing the arms up overhead as we press the palms together. And then again, bring them back to the heart. The light that is within me honors and recognizes the light that is shimmering off of each and every one of you this evening. And we'll share that acknowledgement when we say together, Namaste.